of all.
Hey, it's Roger. We're back again with our friends from UMAPP. What's happening? How's
Hi,
everybody
Roger.
doing?
Good,
Great.
thanks.
Yeah.
Good, thanks,
Very
Roger.
good.
Nobody's nervous at all, right? I can tell. There's no
Nah.
nervousness on this couch right now whatsoever.
Roger, you look a little nervous.
I'm quite nervous actually because I have no idea what you guys are going to tell me.
I'm always this stiff.
Oh, come on, Scott. That's not true.
Yeah.
So we got this gang together. They've done some interesting things, and I think there's talk of something to do with a bus tour.
Okay.
Does anybody
Sue,
wanna-
You coordinate it, why don't you give us the details?
We had a bus tour this year in April, and we went to Showdown Displays
Okay.
in Ramsey, Minnesota, and we also went to Dubo Textile
Uh-huh.
in St. Cloud for embroidery and screen printing, and it was a great turnout. We had a lot of people. We had probably close to 30 registered,
Okay.
and as many or so on the bus. Some drove themselves.
So talk to me about that. So how did we arrive at, hey, let's do a bus tour?
It's been a popular program for quite a few years.
Okay.
And we have a lot of local suppliers that contact us during the year and ask to be put on the list because they want to. We already have 2 or 3 signed up for
Yeah,
2013.
'cause one of the best ways to learn about the product in the cell is to go see it being made or processed. So
Sure.
a factory tour is great, but suppliers can't take one person at a time.
Right.
So you get a group of 30, they sponsor lunch, it becomes a social event, and
Yeah.
some of these suppliers go like overboard and they put together all kinds of stuff to give them, and I mean,
Uh-huh.
they make a lot out of it. It's fun.
It
Yeah.
really is.
And what kind of distance are you traveling on the bus?
Not more than an hour.
Okay.
We try to limit that. It's worked out great. We have a main pickup point, and people get on the bus and travel right to the first supplier, and they have breakfast, and then they have the tour, and they have CEUs ahead
Uh-huh.
of time
Cool.
already approved. And then they'll get back on the bus, travel to the second location, have lunch and another tour, and then come back to the main pickup point. And during that time, we have suppliers that donate prizes and gifts that are given out on the bus.
Uh-huh.
And there's
They play
raffles
games.
and they
Yeah.
play games.
Kind of turns into a big party bus.
It really
It
does.
really does. It's a lot of fun.
It's all
Okay,
fun.
well, I bet you I'm going to see some video from the next bus tour.
I think you will.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
think you
cool,
will.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We do have the suppliers pick up most of the bus costs. So it really doesn't cost UMAPP any money at all, other than some
Neat.
marketing.
Very cool,
Mhm.
very cool. And how long has this program been going on?
Gosh, 5 or 6
I was
years,
gonna
maybe
say
more.
7 or
Yeah.
8 years
Wow.
at least.
Yeah, a long
Nice.
time.
So it's got legs now, for sure.
It does.
Definitely.
Right, no doubt
Everybody
about
looks
it.
forward to it.
Well,
It's
like you
free.
said, and you have suppliers who are already signed up in advance.
Mhm.
That's called demand.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, right?
It's a free event for our distributors.
Sure.
And they love that.
Yeah.
They ask immediately following the event, what's the date for next year?
Mhm.
Nice.
So,
All right, that's cool. So Sue, can you you've gone to the length to have sent us some video already.
Right? Mhm.
So UMAPP's been a little bit of a trailblazer in that regard. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit for me about the relative pain you felt in putting that together.
Oh, I had a blast. I loved it.
Talk a little bit about what comprised what you sent me.
Okay. My son took a lot of pictures at our booth show, and Melinda took a lot of pictures at our golf outing, and
Uh-huh.
Melinda also had the flip camera.
Uh-huh.
And so at the booth show, she went around and videotaped portions of the show floor, people doing business, you could hear the sounds, the audio. And then also in our UMAPP booth, we had an I Love UMAPP campaign where members would come in and they would write on a whiteboard about what they loved about UMAPP and hold it up and
And they got their picture
Picture
taken.
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
They got a little I love you
Uh-huh.
button.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Took pictures or video of all the products in the product pavilion
Mhm.
so that we could get those suppliers who paid to be in there a little bit extra exposure.
Yes.
Right.
And we had David and Sandy Nichols talking about the CAS MAS certification program that Melinda videotaped. So what I
Uh-huh.
did is I took all of the still pictures and then all of the audio or the video, and I used a program on my computer, I think it was Movie Maker, and I just put them all in and I found some music and put that in and split the music when I needed to stop for the audio and added captions and titles and
And it was really hard.
I love doing it. I do family vacation videos like that too. So
It's
it was a
really the
blast.
modern day slideshow if you think
Sue
about it,
puts
right?
on her
Exactly.
director's
That's what it
cap
is.
now,
Yeah.
and she'll like get the old click thing, Action.
Right?
Bingo.
Take one.
But the nice thing is it's also a marketing tool to promote the show.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah.
people who didn't come could get a feel for what the tone of the show was like and what they
Mhm.
missed out on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like being there.
And really, that's, you know, I wanted to make sure that you had a chance to speak about that, because we know that still within the regionals, there's a little bit of concern about it's too difficult, it requires me to have technology that I don't have, and, you know, so you're
It was
probably
easy.
better served than anybody
Well,
to say that that's not really the case.
And I have to say, she gave me that little camera,
Uh-huh.
and, you know, the screen's like that big, and
Sure.
I'm like, oh, I hope this looks good. And it looked great. Like, I was
Yeah.
really impressed with the technology, of
Yeah.
how good it captured the audio and everything, so.
So now, tell me, I'm reasonably certain, Melinda, this is your second LDW?
This actually might be my fourth. I
Fourth,
think.
okay, so I've got a couch full of LDW veterans here.
No.
Except we have a newbie.
This is, I'm a newbie,
So-
first time.
We want to speak a little bit about the
I'd love
experience?
to. This has been a great experience.
Yeah?
Not just the education, but the people. Get to actually meet all the people I talked to on the telephone.
Sure.
Fabulous, really. I mean,
There really was no fun last night at all.
what happened last night?
All right. We've got footage.
Yeah.
We'll be able to show it to
Okay.
you pretty soon. All right, well, thanks so much for you guys stopping in and hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you again soon.